look, I think when you sort of take stock of this this entire campaign over the last year or so, what a incredible rise you had. You know,
All right. Let's see if I can get this going. Where is, all right. There's that. So mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just let's see here. I guess I will try. That. I'm just trying some different things here, people. Bear with me. My chat box isn't. I just don't understand how this thing works anymore. So there's that. There's that. All right. Well, there's the chat box. Now it's working. All right. So that's okay. Let me drop that. And shout out to the folks that are here. So I wonder why that is looking like that. All right. All right. So, all right then. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. It's Sunday night. I was going to do this tomorrow. Um, but yeah, I'm doing it now. What the heck? It's Sunday night. I haven't done a Sunday night podcast with you guys in a while. And the reason why the video on the screen, I have no idea how to change the video anymore. Uh, I've been playing Control. I've actually gotten pretty good at it. I'm levitating and stuff like that. And I recorded like an hour of video the other day, and I can't find it on my Streamlabs. It's like it's not coming up, so I'm gonna have to go back to the tutorial and figure out why in the world I can't get it to work right. So I'm just honestly that I'm stuck with this, even though I keep clicking to try to take this down. But it's almost like I don't know what's going on. It's saving. I just don't know how to move it from file to file, and so I don't know what happened. Also, I did purchase a flight sim, Microsoft's flight sim, and I can't get it to record. It's just a black screen. So I don't know if I may have to go. I don't know if I have to go back in and redo my StreamYard again. I'm not for sure. But shout out to the people that are here right now. Shout out to Michael. What's happening? If you all don't know, Michael and the rest of the platform podcast, and there were like 50 people. There were about 6 people there. They interviewed the young lady who played Trilla in the Star Wars game. And they talked to her about Party of Five. She's on there as well. And so you all go check out the platform podcast. Michael, let me make you a mod so you can drop that link. Um, let's see here. There you go. So you can drop that link in the description so that they can go ahead and listen to it. And but great job getting that. And you know, they had to talk to her agent and everything. But she seemed like a real cool down to earth person. And so yeah, it was nice to hear her and that character and how that character was a victim. Her master did fail her. That's the if you play the Fallen Order game, that's the black woman with the short hair. She failed her Padawan, and has been and you know the Padawan turned to the dark side, and so she's been mad ever since. They didn't really go into it a whole lot. They did a little bit of a backstory. It would have been nice to do more, but who knows? Maybe they do some DLC with her. Maybe do some DLC. But what's up there, Jack EMD? How you doing? He's going to join for a short time. Mega Dave, oh, what's happening there, gentlemen? What's happening? Social Joins, how are you? Of course, Michael, how are you doing? Abu Amar, hopefully I'm saying that correct. What's going on? JP Local, how are things in Australia? Late, I believe. Christopher Hart, how you doing? Sam Ash, always a pleasure. Support Gaming, well, long time no see. And yeah, um, the volume is off on your end. You're currently in the hospital. Oh my God. I certainly hope everything's okay. Um, I certainly hope everything's all right. Mr. Grind My Gears, how are you doing? How are you doing today? And yeah, certainly hope maybe I forgot the time. Well, it's late. I know everybody that's overseas was happening. It's 7:30 here on the East Coast. It is January. Is it January 1st? Yeah, yeah. So my elbow news, which I did go to the doctor on Friday. So they think I could have like some kind of pinched nerve or something like that where I fell, and it's not broken. They put it through range of motion. It's just a discomfort. So 400 to 600 of ibuprofen, PO or by mouth, daily. So one in the morning, one about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then make another one like around 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's the way that's um, going down for me. So yeah, but nothing's broken. That's the good news. I never lost feeling in my hands. They did ask me what took me so long to come in, and I said I was wanting to see if it was going to swell up or something like that. But yeah, it never did. So yeah, just it's going to be sore. She said probably for a while, and could have done a little bit of nerve. May have a little bit of nerve issues and deep muscle bruise. So, but yeah, it is what it is. So, but what is happening, people? What is happening? You can see I got a few things to talk about there. And so we'll go ahead and talk about it. I'll add the Kojima news because there's supposed to be an announcement from him this week. And big shout out to JTech with the PlayStation Legion. I was a guest on that podcast today. My internet decided to reboot the Windows or something like that. Maybe that's what it is. I did something on the Windows update to my StreamYard or Streamlab. But yeah, so my Windows computer decided to update. I clicked the thing. I should have hit no, and I hit yes. And so yeah, I ended up dropping out. But they great podcast. We talked about the Horizon Zero Dawn rumor. We talked about 12 T flops of Navi for for Xbox Series X. I mean, really nothing else. Even Snow Bunny cracked me up on it, saying she didn't really care. She was worried about the games that need to be coming out. So yeah, talked about White Zaddy, how Ori and the Will o' the Wisps are coming out, and the first thing these clowns are going to do is not play the game. They're going to go ahead and run to Metacritic and to Zaddy to see what the score is. If the score does well, they're going to be bragging about it. If the score doesn't do well, and I don't imagine the score being horrible. If the score does bad or does well, they're going to be bragging about it. They'll say, look, it's better than Dreams and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. Again, to me, a game in its getting its second series should be better than the game on its first series, but that's what you're dealing with at this point. I've accepted it. So what's up, Big Cloud? How you doing? So JP Local, is it because of your ear infection? So is that because you have your ear infection? I assume. So but yeah, but shout out to what you call it. So I'm still waiting here on as you can see some of the projects or some of the topics here. Horizon Zero Dawn, the PC, the PS5 Pro, that's out of Tweaktown. I believe I left that link in the description. Yeah, if you all want to go to that, to check that out. But so yeah, it's nuts at this point. Xbox Lochhart is still a thing, which I have not heard Microsoft talk about it, but apparently, according to Tweaktown, somebody is talking about it on TweetTown. And the PS4 games for 2020. Also, a housekeeping announcement. I did purchase the game called The Division Part 2. I bought it. So I'm only level 1. So if anybody wants to play that later on tonight, like between 9 and midnight Eastern time on PlayStation, let me know, because I have that game now. So if people want to play it, we can all get together. Again, the DLC I don't have. I bought the basic $4 one. It was like $3.18. So that was right up my alley. So I was like, I can afford that. So, but but just contact me on PSN, and I'm gonna turn my PSN on. I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Origins starting about 8:30 Eastern time. So once I start playing about 8:30, just send me when you're ready to start the division. I'll jump on. I'll just jump on. So I have no idea. I played a little bit of the division last year, the division part 2, I should say, and it was just okay. I mean, you get to a point in there where you need a team to go around, and you had people were like level 15, and I was like level 3, and then some other people were level 4, or level 5 and 6. So it's just something like that. So it's one of those games you got to kind of start and play together. And which is what they intended it to be, and Ubi intended it to be, which I don't particularly like. But I think that's trash. I think that the game, pretty much, you can play it as a single player up to about level 7, and then you gotta have help. That's just the way that game is designed. So, and just trash. Yeah, I haven't really played it since the beta. So I have Yakuza Kiwami. I think that's what it is. And people keep saying I'm confused between that and Yakuza 0. They say Kiwami. They say Kiwami is like a prequel to 0. So I have to play Kiwami first, then play 0, and then play 1. So or is Kiwami a remake of Yakuza 1? It was something weird. So, but yeah, it's just too much. So. Yeah, play 0 first. All right, so I have Kiwami right now, so I need to play 0 then. All right, well, never mind then. I'll get rid of 0, and then I'll play that, then I'll come back and play Kiwami. So, the Dark Souls puts you in the hospital. Oh no. So, but yeah, it's all right. Well, there you go. I'll play 0 first then. Yakuza 0. All right, so be it. So playing Judgment right now. Yeah, I still got to play that. So to play Judgment, yeah. Which is not Judge Eyes, I believe. So, but yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, let's getting back to it. So I'll start. So the games for 2020 next month, or I shouldn't say next month. This month is oh man, what is it? It's Shadow of Colossus, and I forgot what the other game is. But Shadow of Colossus is the big game on PSN. That's the game I'll be playing. I think it has a 1080p 60 mode. It's a Blue Point game. And so I'll be playing that. I forgot the other game is, so forgive me for that one. Have it right at the tip of my tongue. So Kiwami is a remake of Yakuza 1. So just play 0, then play Kiwami, then I can play number 2. All right, fair enough. So, but so yeah. But I started replaying Assassin's Creed Origins again, and yeah, shout out to everybody that has that game on Xbox. That game does look better on Xbox. It does. I'm not gonna deny it. The cutscenes look cleaner. There's just a cleaner look on the Xbox Scorpio than it does the Pro. Now, when the game is in physical motion, it looks the same. And it does look the same. So, yeah, it's just that's the way it is. So, but it is what it is, people. The 6 T flops, it is what it is. So, but yeah, you all hit that like button for me, please, and share the video. Share this on out. So let me go ahead and do my job here. There we go. And that. So, but there we go. All right, so it's shared out. So yeah, but everybody give a big shout out to again the platform. Great interview yesterday. Short but sweet. And it was on JTech today. Other people, Snow Bunny was on there. She was hilarious. You could hear her breathing, and she was playing Splatoon while that podcast was on. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, she had her Switch going. And J-Tech said he was going to go get him a Switch. So everybody's getting a Switch right now. And again, I will get one when they get Donkey Kong out. I'll be like, getting it first. So, but or getting that done. So at the end of the day, uh, we'll start with the Horizon Zero Dawn, which was a rumor, and people were saying it was going to come out the PC, stuff like that. So what I personally think happened, and for all I know, Sony could announce this tomorrow morning. For all I know, I'm gonna wake up and Twitter's gonna be, that game's going to PC. Okay, but what I think happened is that it was gonna go to PC via PS Now, and I think there's a group of people that maybe got their wires crossed. Because I'm not here to say it's not going to PC. Because again, Sean Layton has said all PlayStation games are subject to go to PC, just depending on what else is going on. So, but so I'm not here to tell you what they're going to do. I'm not in the boardroom. I'm not making decisions for them. If they think that's the best thing to do for that game is 3 years old. As of February 27th or 28th. So that'll be what they do. But Salt and Sanctuary on the Vita, cool. But yeah, so what I think happened is just that there was a group of people that got their wires crossed, and because it was going to PC via PS Now, they may have taken it like it's going to PC. But one of the things I did not know is that is it Schreier, Shear or Schreier? He actually does not like consoles. What I think he did was he gave his opinion, and when he gave his opinion, that people ran with it. And I'm all for people giving their opinions. I mean, good grief. I mean, it is what it is. But, you have to caveat it. And a lot of people, they'll read what's on Forbes, they'll read what's on Bloomberg, and they'll say, oh, well, this is what's going to happen. It's like, no, this is an opinion piece by this author. It's not based in facts. So another thing that was said on today was that, and so that's what I think happened. That's why I believe that that's why I believe the game, whether it comes to PC or not, it was supposed to come out in February. So, and again, let me make this clear, with it being leap year and all that kind of stuff, with it being leap year and everything, they may say, okay, we waited a day or two to get the week going, but Aloy's adventure will continue on the personal computer starting whatever, you know. And but that didn't happen, and you would have thought they would announce it on the birthday of that game. The game is 3 years old. Again, Sony did not say anything except happy birthday. Other people came out and wished Aloy a happy birthday, and it's hard to believe that game is 3 years old. I still remember going up to GameStop at midnight, and buying that game at midnight launch, and coming home and going to bed, waking up about 7:45 the next day, and loading that game onto my PS4 Pro, and it was just in shock at what that game looked like. Just shocked at it. And I didn't know anything about Metacritic and stuff like that, but I guess I got a high Metacritic score. So all these metrics that the community uses to say that something's good or something's bad, because remember, they're not grown men. You're dealing with children who look for outside influences to justify what they bought, and that's what children do. That game for me was the best game on PlayStation I had ever played. Best looking, engaging character. The Sony was nervous about that game because Nathan Drake had retired, and here is a brand new avatar coming in. And just took off. The game took off. It did very well. And so for Guerrilla Games, and I believe Guerrilla Games made Killzone as well. But This game set a new standard, and also the fact that Digital Foundry, aka White Zaddy, turned around and said that this was a premier HDR game. The game, for HDR, this is the game, to have, period. It was this game. And again, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. It's my favorite game this generation. Just it is what it is. And so yeah, but nothing about it going to PC. And I'm just, again, I mean, not during February, just so people know that nothing was announced. And let me make this clear. For all I know, they're going to announce it tomorrow morning. When I get up, it'll be official. Horizon Zero Dawn, PC port, blah, blah, blah. So apparently, I don't know if it was Amazon Germany, Amazon France. They put a pseudo meaning fake or false thing, and they put that up. And, since they put that up, um, there was nothing we can do. They took it down. So I asked point blank, hey, if they took it down, what does that mean? And everybody said it means it's fake. So it means it's fake. So yeah. So it looks like, at least with that Amazon thing, it looks like that's not going to happen. And we just we got to move on. It's March. It's the end of Black History Month. The good news is that if good point you want, Matador, is they did the same thing for Bloodborne. And people hit that like button if you like the content, sub. And if you really like the content, you want to go ahead and put 3 to 5 on it. Hit that $sign, and I would appreciate it. But at the end of the day, as of right now, that game's not coming to PC. As of right now, I mean, again, let me make this clear. I'm saying it again. That could change tomorrow, but that's not happening. So, speaking of some more PlayStation news, Kojima has teased that they may announce something sometime this week or next week. And I was about to say something about that. Yeah. Speaking of that, Black Panther is going to Disney Plus. I don't know if it's there now. I haven't checked it. It may be on the 3rd, which is Tuesday, I believe. So, everybody can check that out. It is leaving Netflix. If you have Netflix, Black Panther is leaving in the next day or two. So, so we'll have to wait and see what day it goes on. So, see, some film got a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, Jordan Peele's Candyman has a 90, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes. So, does my friend from GameStop know what game Sony is working on for PS5? I mean, I didn't ask him. I'll wait for Sony to announce it. So, but yeah, I'm sure they have an idea what's going on with Sony. But we have to wait and see. So I never heard of a game called Salt and Sanctuary. It sounds like it's hardcore. So, but yeah, I'm not worried about Sony with their PS5 announcement. My personal opinion. Hold on, you have Disney Plus, but you already own Black Panther in 3D on your hard drive, so you're good. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's already on Disney Plus now. If it's not coming, I saw it was the 3rd, but I don't know if that's true or not. I do know that it is leaving Netflix because I mean, if you go to Netflix, you look at what's leaving. That movie was one of them. And I mean, but they got a lot of movies over there. They got Ant-Man and Wasp. They had Doctor Strange on Disney on Netflix. They had a lot on there. They had a lot more than I thought. So they had a lot more than I thought. So they have Infinity War on Netflix. So and I've got it on 4K Blu-ray as well. So I've got that. I've got Captain Marvel. I've got oh man, I've got that. I've got Captain Marvel, Infinity War, Endgame. I got all the Avengers movies, and I've got Iron Man 3. I'm sorry, not Iron Man 3. I've got Justice League and Wonder Woman, and I should have bought Aquaman today. Aquaman in 4K at Best Buy, it was like $14. I should have bought it, and I may go up there tomorrow and get it. So, but I should have bought it. So I'm kind of like, I picked it up, was like, let me go look. I was looking at monitors. They have a 4K monitor up at Best Buy that you have to order. They don't have it in stock. It's a 28-inch 4K monitor for $300. So yeah. Michael says, what y'all think about the Xbox Series X running close with the Ryzen 5? Is that like the 5 series? Is that like the 15? Well, you have the Ryzen 5. That's like the 1500s. And which one are you talking about? So it's a Zen processor. So that's one of the newer processors, isn't it? So Patient Virus, he's got most of the Marvel movies. The only ones you don't own are Iron Man 2 and 3 because you dislike them. Oh, all right. Well, wow, you got a lot of them then. Yes, I still have to get the Thor movies. I just wait for that to go on sale. So, but I should have gotten Aquaman today because that was on sale. I still have to get Homecoming, which Homecoming and Far From Home are not going to be on Disney Plus. Okay, they said Sony's not putting that on Disney Plus. Now, maybe one day they change their minds. Okay, but until then, nothing is planned. So, and that does suck. So, also, I don't know if you all saw some fake movie news. Iron Man 3 was trash. See, I thought now Iron Man 3 is the first movie after the Avengers movie. So, if you're watching them chronologically, I mean, if you're gonna watch them chronologically, you have to watch Captain Marvel first. Then you have to watch Captain America: The First Avenger. Then you have to watch Iron Man. Yeah, you have to watch Iron Man 1, Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. Ed Norton's Incredible Hulk. Then Iron Man 2, followed by Thor, followed by Captain. Oh no, no, that would be it. Because after you watch Thor, you would go ahead and turn around and watch the Avengers movie. That's the way you watch them in order, though. Then you would watch Iron Man 3. Then after Iron Man 3, I guess you would watch what? Captain America and the Winter Soldier? Guess that would be it. No, after the Avengers movie, you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, then you watch Captain America. So I wrote that all down. I got it somewhere. So yeah, shout out to the Crap Gamer. I'm going to try to get him on a podcast here pretty soon, or be on his podcast. That's like the ultimate. And I'm still waiting on BitCloud. We're supposed to do a one-on-one. BitCloud, I am off tomorrow. If you want to do the one-on-one, I don't know if BitCloud is still out there listening. So so you know. What's up, Danny Ruiz? So. But we can do the one-on-one tomorrow. You can talk one-on-one with the Messiah of Xbox. So Spider-Man movies are on Star streaming service. Yeah, they're owned by Sony. So yeah, that's not a surprise. So for 10 a.m. tomorrow, it was. I'm not gonna do it 10 a.m. tomorrow though. I think it's I'm gonna chill tomorrow. Iron Man 3 made you mad how they did the Mandarin wrong. Yeah, and they're redoing that. I don't know, the Shang-Chi movie or whatever it's called. Shang-Zi or whatever that is called. It's called Shang-Zi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So the Ten Rings may be a part of Hydra, and you're going to see the real Mandarin. So you'll see the real one. So you just have to wait on that movie. So the consoles are using Ryzen 2 CPUs from the 3000 series, well, no, I mean they're using a Zen. The CPUs are based on the Zen processors. That's guys, that's already been confirmed. Okay, that has been confirmed. So. Said Mash Iron Man 2. Now, Iron Man 2 I thought was just okay. But again, you got to understand, after they did Iron Man 1, they got the big head, and then they did the Incredible Hulk movie, which did not do the number that they thought it was going to do. All right. So then they had to come back Okay, then they had to come back and do another Iron Man movie, which made the money it needed to. Then they made Thor. Then Thor did well. Then after Thor, they did Captain America: The First Avenger. And then after Captain, then they did the Avengers movie. But if you're gonna watch the movies in chronological order, you have to watch Captain Marvel first because that movie is happening in the 80s. Okay, so or you can watch I'm sorry, you have to watch Captain America: The First Avenger. You have to watch that first, then you have to watch Captain Marvel, and then I'll write it down. Matter of fact, I'll do another podcast on it because I'm kind of all over the place. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the things I got written down too. So by the time new consoles out, AMD will probably be 4K series CPU and Big Navi. Well, the part of their Big Navi line is the Navi 2. And the Navi 2, whatever this thing is a monster. It's a monster. So shout out to AMD. They kicking tail and taking names. You know, what they say? I'm here to kick butt and I'm here to kick butt and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. And give AMD credit. That's what they're doing. So yeah, there are DNA too. That is. I've heard nothing. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But Xbox is. I think it was Adam that was on a JTEX thing is saying that Microsoft has got something planned this month where they're just going to go ahead and show different stuff for Microsoft. Okay, they're going to show different things for Microsoft. Okay, and Xbox Series X is one of those things they're going to show. Now, whether they show software running on it, that's what everybody's waiting to see. We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, but yeah. So it's let's see if you go ahead and sub to the channel. Speaking of subs, it's official, guys. According to this thing, we're at 1,200 subs. So we're at 1,200 subs. Uncompetitive says it's too soon for Magic in the MCU. They already have it with Doctor Strange. So at the end of Thor, at the end of the Doctor Strange movie, that's the cutscene, and Thor says, "So Earth has wizards now." So y'all go check that out. But yeah, thought Guy Pearce was a good villain. I did too. And Guy Pearce is a great actor. He's a great actor. But yeah, we're at 1,200 subs, people. That's what I was going to announce tomorrow. But yeah, it's I don't know how. Let me just double check because that could change. Yeah, according to this, I'm at right at 1,200 subs. It just happened. It happened on Saturday. So it happened on Saturday. So AMD rep confirmed it. It was from an article, and AMD rep confirmed what? So Impatient Fire. So I mean, I have a little bit of news on the PlayStation 5, but that's because I have some of the I have stock in AMD. The one that said both RDNA, they already announced they were both RDNA consoles. I mean, my goodness gracious. I mean, AMD said they were RDNA last year. Last year, guys. I mean, you're late to the game. I confirmed both consoles are using RDNA 2. Well, now that's not been confirmed by Sony yet. Okay, it's been confirmed by Microsoft, but not by Sony. So I have to wait and see what Sony's doing. I mean, it probably is using the RDNA Part 2 or RDNA 2, but because RDNA 2 is going to be ray tracing capable, and both these consoles are, but we'll have to wait and see. So, you know, we can sit here and throw punches in the dark, or we can just wait, you know. So I'd rather wait. But yeah, I mean, I'd say they're both. I mean, well, we know the Microsoft consoles are RDNA too, so we have to wait and see what Sony does. So, and you know, if Sony has a, you know, how do they put it? Sony's console may be anywhere from 10.5 to 11.3 T-flops, but they will have an additional chipset or chip, whatever it's called, anywhere from 2.7 to 3.2 T-flops to go ahead and just do the ray tracing. And that way it won't take away from their frame rate. And if that's true, their console will be anywhere from 13.4 to 14 T-flops. But we have to wait and see if that's true. So, so yeah, chiplet. Yeah, it's kind of like a chicken wing, I guess. So, but 9.2 plus the 2.4 equals what? 11.6. And isn't that what people had been saying all along, give or take? So, that's I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you've heard 11.6 come out of my mouth, but we'll have to wait and see. Titus once said, well, I'm not sure who that is. So yeah, Chicklet, a Chick-fil-A, a White Castle's chicken sandwich. I mean, whatever you guys want to call it is fine. But yeah, guys, 1,200 subs. I never, ever, 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 ever thought I would see the day. Let me hit BitCloud up here because I've not heard anything back from him. He may be at work, but let's see here. Somebody needs. Does anybody know what my PSN name is? I have no idea. I gotta find BitCloud here. All right, here we go. So let me just tell him. Say, hey, bro. 1-on-1 tomorrow. Any question mark? I just put that out there. So yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, I will turn on my PlayStation at 8:30. Promise you. So I promise you, I will do that. So people can invite from there. So, but yeah, guys, like I said, I'm 1,200 subs. I'm shocked. I'm enamored. I'm grateful. I'm very humble, honestly. And so just all this stuff, keep up the good work. I never thought that I never thought I would see 1,200 subs. That was like a dream. That I remember, golly, I remember I got 100 subs. Some woman at what I used to work with, one of the nurses I used to work with, was my 100th sub, and that was just last year. So wow. Let's say Mark Cerny said it would have a chiplet for. I don't know if Mark Cerny said that. See, I know. Shout out to Foxy Games. He said that. Foxy Games has said it may have a secondary chipset. So, but again, the consoles are going to do pretty much the exact same things. The difference is that Sony will do Sony's console is going to do VR, and Microsoft's console is not. There you go. There's your differences. So. Patient Fire saying that PS5 and Series X are using. Well, we all know that Series X is doing that. So you can kind of take their name out of it. Now, we don't know the clock speeds of Series X. They may announce this at the Microsoft conference that they're doing this coming month, and go from there. Now, I do agree with one of the podcasters I was on with earlier. They basically said that they hope that they announce the clock speeds for Series X and stuff, because then these guys won't have nothing to talk about. Okay, they won't have nothing to talk about because, again, they're not talking about that game Grounded. I don't know if you saw gameplay from Grounded. It's on Twitter. It looks like trash. It looks like trash. And I'm just like, and it's going to be 4K. And of course, with Series X, it'll have ray tracing so that the grass is greener and the ants are meaner. But but that game, that's trash. I mean, they were cutting pieces of grass and carrying them around, and this trash. I mean, it's just like this is why I got rid of mine. So but I am tempted to buy this other one with the Star Wars game on it because I'm such a big fan of the girl who played Trilla. So I may do that. So. I don't know. People were trying to insinuate PS5 is using RDNA1 with her. Well, right now we don't know what they're using. I mean, that's a fact. We don't know what they're using. So so they may be using RDNA1. I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying let's just work. Let's just wait. General the 8. My God, long time no hear. So um E1 Matador, yeah, I heard that. December 4, 2017 was the release of the iMac Pro, so I would have mentioned it being 11.6 as much as 2.5 years ago. Well, like I said, I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's not a contest on who gets it right. It's just a matter of them saying that. Just, I mean, I understand that Sony needs to. People want Sony to come out and say something, and again, that makes sense. But they already came out 6 weeks ago or a month ago at this point and talked about this thing at CES, and it's going to have 3D sound, spatial sound, which I'm interested in. 4K native capability. It's going to have a UHD drive, so I can now it'll be my second UHD player in the house. But again, my PlayStation will be in my bedroom. Okay, it will be in my bedroom. I'm not going to have it out here with my I don't know with my PC. I'm really trying to separate my PC gaming from my console gaming. So, an AMD rep confirmed PS5 is using RDNA2, and it's the latest topic of discussion on resetting. Well, Impatient Fire again. I'll just wait for them to say that. Okay. Let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. If you guys want to speculate what it's going to have, RDNA 1, 2, 3, whatever, that's perfectly fine. Let me make that clear. I personally, as a content creator, am trying to stay away from that type of speculation. I mean, they'll announce that thing soon enough, and I don't know why people's panties are in a wad over it. I mean, I don't know why it's like that. But it is what it is. As we used to say back in my day. And so I don't know why people are having such a. I'm requesting a review of my PAX East one, so I'm gonna request a manual review. And let's see here. All right, so there we go. So I'm trying to get paid, and also the 5600 XT. Okay, let me make this clear. So what I'm doing is I went to the AMD website to see if my motherboard was capable of hosting this thing, and it said it could. So the goal is the 20th, looks like. That's when I plan on going to Best Buy, um, either the 20th or 21st. That's when I plan on going to Best Buy and getting that GPU. And then I will take the GPU, the 3600 CPU, the 8 gigs of RAM, and then something called an SSD, taking that up to the Black Order themselves, and have them put that in, and it's going to take them anywhere from 3 to 5 business days, which is perfectly fine. So I will be off my PC for 3 to 5 business days. So since Corey said they want us, what? You're here making a list of those things. Matt said that list would be fun. As far as the Marvel stuff, I mean, look, somebody and I laughed at this, but Foxy Games made a good point. Matt's gaming. Somebody somehow superimposed a clown face on him, and that's just where he is now. That's tough. I mean, that is tough. You know, I don't know what else to say about him. The dude said you all can call me an MF and fanboy, and if you reach the point where a pandemic virus is people getting sick and people die. I mean, a person died here in the United States of that virus over the weekend, a few days ago. So, and the mere fact that he even went there because he wants information on games is pathetic. Now, that is my opinion. Okay. So that is my opinion. What's going on, Plus Ultra? Does it matter what is in your console box if the games you get look like what you want? I mean, to me, no, because I'll just, I have a gaming PC. So, I can play everything at 1080p ultra. I can turn on HDR. I mean, I can do all that. So this it is what it is. So the list Matt said PS5 wouldn't have. Well, again, I would not listen to anything Mads or anybody says, not just Mads, but I mean, Jim Ryan came out and confirmed what PS5 is going to have. Now, they haven't confirmed any GPUs, they haven't confirmed any clock speeds, they haven't confirmed the RAM. And again, they have, in my opinion, my humble opinion, they have time to do that. Okay? They have time to do that. So again, I'm not too worried about it. So Foxy says Sony will make new acquisitions soon. How soon? Well, I mean, more than likely. But he's not the only one that said that. Shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. He said that they've made 2 to 3 acquisitions. So again, so shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. He's put himself out there, and to and Foxy Games said in the video, he said he's got some brass ones. So to go out there, because he said that they require 2 to 3 studios, and just going from there. So so I have to wait and see. Is Kojima one of those studios? Is Remedy one of those studios? Is Housemarque one of the studios? Is it Blue Point? I mean, I'm just saying we have to wait and see. So. So how about Horizon Zero Dawn on PC? Well, I mean, again, there is nothing right now confirming that Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC. Nothing at all is confirming that Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC. So nothing. We make that clear. Nothing at all. So now that could change tomorrow. Let me make that clear. Sony could come out tomorrow and say, yeah, it's that game is coming to PC, guys. It's the 3rd birthday, blah, blah, blah. Happy birthday. Aloy's Adventure will continue on PC. It can be tomorrow, be Tuesday. But I mean, again, my point is that, it didn't happen. Okay? It didn't happen. So since it didn't happen, it is the way it is. So, that's the way I look at it. I try not to make that big of a deal of it. So I did not hear my alert go off. What in the world is going on? All right, so shout out to the super chat. Yeah. Apparently, and let me make this clear. Apparently, that was supposed to be doing that. I thought there was a way to test the media. My volume is good. That just didn't work. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, but shout out to the super chat for the. Let me come back to it and read it again because that just came out of nowhere. Oh, the Mighty Spartan guy, yeah, Rockstar and Kojima, Godfall Fall PS5 news this week. Possibly. Have to stay tuned. I personally believe Kojima's news is going to be Death Stranding going to PC and a release and the date of release. Okay, that's my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see exactly what it is. So, it may not be. It may not be. I don't know what it thinks. So, but shout out to Spartan Guy for the $1.99 holla. That will definitely go to the well, I guess yeah. That's going to the install now. The install, I assume, is going to cost like $40 to get everything in. Yeah, big shout out to Big Cloud Gaming, and yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from him for my one-on-one. Hopefully, we do it tomorrow. Burn up the internet. See what's happening. PS5 is what they say at 9.2 T flops and costs 450 just in parts. How much the Series X costs? Um, I still think PS5 is going to be if it's 9.2 T flops, they could probably sell that for like $449. But it'll probably be $399. So we'll have to wait and see. They may take a hit on it, which is fine. And Series X though, I hope Series X is $399, but that's going to probably be $500. So, but again, let me make that clear. Let me make this clear. If you get a Zen processor, which I believe are the 3600 lines, and it said it's 8 core. So right now, I thought the only 8 core processor that AMD had was like the 2700. But we'll have to wait and see, man. I'm not worried about it. Hopefully we get some stuff. What up, Lincoln Clay? Yeah, it is Mass Effect. I tell you what, I don't know how to put any other video up there because I can't find it anymore. So, so there won't be any PC talk next week. It's the PS2 anniversary week, but yeah, that's right. The PS2 is what? It's 25 years old. Is it 25 years old this coming week? So, your mighty Spartan guy, you expect him to take $100. Well, remember, Corey Massey, the Xbox and Sony get supplemented on what they sell. That's reality. They do get supplemented. So, on that. So, man, what else do I have here? All right, Xbox Lochhart. Again, according to TweetTown, Xbox Lochhart is still a thing. And Digital Foundry did a video on Lochhart, or not on Lochhart, but on a 4 T-flop console. Could it deliver something? I guess 4 T-flops, a Navi architecture with that Zen processor. Could it deliver 1440p, 1080p, stuff like that? The answer, I don't know what the answer is. I didn't watch the video. But I certainly hope it does because I'll consider buying that. If they're going to target 1440p, 60 frames a second with HDR, I don't care about the ray tracing. I'll say I don't really care about it. So you give me that HDR at 1440p, I'm going to get a 1440p monitor and go from there. So even my PlayStation 5, I'll have it at 1440p downsampling and go from there. That's my plan for my PlayStation 5. So Lochhart will likely be diskless. Yeah, I think it will be too, to cut down on the price of it. It'll be all digital. It'll just be 4 T-flops and right around 4.5 T-flops, but it'll be Navi architecture. And again, that's just speculation based on TweetTown and Digital Foundry. So, but yeah, that was part of the TweetTown article that I left right there. You care about is the VR part for PS5. Yeah, well, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I heard that's going to be good too. 4 T-flops of RDNA. You don't care if it's 600, you pay 500 for the PS3 and not so long ago. Well, again, like I remember, guys, I specifically said to you, don't be shocked. I said, what did I say? I said, get ready to pay $600. Okay? I said, you need to get ready to pay $600. But I hope you don't have to. So, and again, I'll be trading in my Pro. So, and I assume my Pro is going to get me about $115 to $125. So, which is fine. You know, that brings that next generation console, whatever they're going to name it, whatever it's in there, I should be able to walk out of that store at about $375 plus a game. Let me make this clear. I'll get some game that's got some, if they're going to have backwards compatibility, I'll get some game. So, what's this about the RX 580? I see it. Lochhart could be $199.99. I would buy it. Let me make this clear. 1440p ain't nothing to sneeze at. So I don't know why people, again, having a 4K TV and then you put a game at 1440p on there, it still tries to upscale it to 4K. So I am looking for a 1440p monitor. Yeah, I'm going to get the GPU and just fly with it, and I'm going to wait and see if now E1 Matador, you're saying you know for a fact they got Remedy games. As far as who has Remedy games, like Sony has bought Remedy games. That would be expensive. So we'll have to wait and see. Um, yeah, I know Remedy was on the list of Remedy was on the list of studios that they want, but I don't know if they got their hands on it. It was Remedy, Insomniac, Housemarque, Blue Point, and those are the ones I didn't know anything about Kojima, so I couldn't get a straight answer. So Hip Hop Gamer is a target for everyone. If that legacy backwards compatibility isn't real, those three studio. Yeah, again, yeah. And again, let me make this clear. It was Hip Hop Gamer who went on BitCloud's podcast and said that they had bought 2 to 3 studios. Now, to me, there it is. It said Xbox X was a Jaguar CPU and a RX 580. And well, again, I thought it was a RX 480. I remember the 480 was the first card I was thinking about buying. And then shout out to the community. They donated the RX 580 that I have. Very, very nice of them. Very, very nice of them. Like I said, the PC community is cool. They are a little bit moist on some stuff, but they're mostly cool. So Sony should drop 2 SKUs. Well, I mean, again, I don't know if that's true or not. That's part of TweetTown. TweetTown picked up some article that says Sony would have 2 SKUs. I don't think that's true. There is absolutely nothing indicating that Sony has a second SKU. So we'll have to wait and see. Now there could be Sony has 2 dev kits, and that's what people are talking about. But I will have to wait and see. Yeah, the RX 480 is an earlier version of. Yeah, and I remember, when I went in, I was talking to different people, and they said, well, the RX 480 will do 4K 30 at like medium to high settings. Well, now this is when I was first starting to build stuff. This is like the day I ordered my computer case is when I started looking at GPUs, and this was the same year, and I kicked myself for this, that I should have gotten a monitor, because 2 years ago in 2018, monitors were all on sale. Monitors were all on sale. And this year, the monitor sales were trash. I mean, they were trash. But there is a Samsung monitor, a 28-inch Samsung monitor that I might end up getting. So I'll have to keep an eye on it. So they don't need SKUs, 2 SKUs. Yeah, I know they don't need them. That's what I'm saying. I've not seen anything indicating the 2 SKUs, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just kind of rolling my eyes at it. So, yeah, you're right, Tarasi. He is. So I certainly hope he's correct. Let me make that clear. I'm rooting for the information to be correct. So we'll have to wait and see, though. So the article for 2 SKUs is from a Japanese journalist, supposedly. Yeah, and again, that's part of the TweetTown article that you all can read. I've got the article linked in the description for you guys. That's why it's there. So, again, you all can read. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it's true, but I mean, anything's possible. So, releasing 2 SKUs, one cheaper PS5 and one more expensive PS5 Pro at the same time isn't such a bad idea. I don't think they're going to do that, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, part of Sony, I understand speculating because that's fun, but I just don't want to get it to the point where every video is taken with a grain of salt, like Foxy Games said. He's sick and tired of taking with a grain of salt. Like, he hates it that people say that, and just it is what it is. But it is what it is. So, I predict 2.5 years ago, Sony will release 4K UHD Blu-ray on PS. Yeah, I mean, again, that's but they just now got around to it. And look, Sony was going to do a UHD player. That people were actually surprised that the PS4 Pro did not have a UHD player in it. So people were actually surprised. So because the Xbox Series S at the time it had been announced, it had a 4K player. And remember, the Series S came out, and a lot of people bought that for the 4K, for the 4K player. So, but yeah, like, oh man, The Invisible Man made $30 million. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that movie is trash. So, so competitors say he likes making wild long-term predictions. That's fine, not a big deal. You're right about the Nintendo Switch and the amount of RAM and the Xbox One. That what it would be 16. They spoiled that movie in the trailer. Yeah, I mean, well, how? I mean, it looks like a dumb movie about somebody being invisible. I mean, crying out loud, that's no fun. So, so I agree with you, Lanceville Paul. That's what I'm saying. I certainly hope he's correct. Let me make that clear. I certainly hope he's correct. So, I'm not gonna give it away. I saw that movie. I about fell out of the chair. It was so bad, but that's my opinion. So, as far as Remedy, well, I mean, again, in Remedy would be a more expensive get though. They would be paying. I'd say, I think Remedy is worth more than Insomniac. But we have to wait and see. I mean, you're claiming in the chat now. You put your neck on the line and say for a fact that they have Remedy, that they bought Remedy. So we're gonna find out. Okay, and so we're gonna be finding out because they have to publicly disclose their assets every quarter. All right, they have to. That's part of they have to legally disclose. So we'll have to wait and see. So, but yeah, I certainly hope Hip Hop Gamer. Look, I hope my source was correct. He said they had talked to Remedy. So I certainly hope it's true. And we'll just go from there. Now, do I have any information? No, I don't. You like the Harley Quinn movie more so than Joker? Okay, yeah, I see. The Harley Quinn movie, I would have walked out of there if it wasn't free. I would have walked out of that movie. It was so bad. So Hollow Man was tense. Yeah, pretty much it's a remake of that. That's all it is. So people take this YouTube and Twitter stuff too seriously. PS4 Pro was not to upgrade the console. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of going back and forth with somebody on PS4 Pro. He was like, well, it can't do 4K native. And I was like, well, here's a list of games. It's 4K native. And, then he said it wasn't 60 FPS. And then it was like, okay, here's a list of games that do 60 FPS. I mean, then he said checkerboarding doesn't count. And I said, well, Microsoft counts true 4K as checkerboard rendering, dynamic rendering, and the checkerboard rendering for, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's crazy. So, and they act like Microsoft didn't say that. So you pull those articles and you say, oh, here's exactly what they said. So, and they leave you alone at that point. They're just kind of like, all right, yeah, you're right. That Birds of Prey was trash. Okay, hey man, if you didn't like it, that's fine. So, but yeah, I certainly hope that I certainly hope that they get the studios that he was talking about. So, oh yeah, his rep will take a hit, but he's a cool dude. Hip Hop Gamer's a cool dude. I'm glad. I'm sorry I missed that show. I was actually at work that Friday, but yeah, overall it was a good show. So, but if there's not anything else, guys, I'm going to bounce off of here and um, check on my wangs before I turn on my PS4. So, but I mean, see what's happening. But yeah, I am getting the 5600 XT, and the date to get that hopefully is 3/20/20. And hopefully I have that back here at the house rolling at 326.20. And I'll be doing gaming from there. Again, 1080p Ultra. That's what I'm looking to do. So, and I'm fine with that on for my PC gaming for now. I do want a 1440p monitor. I plan on getting one. Hopefully, I'm going to try to get one during the summer. So that'll be my next big fundraising drive. If you all want to participate, like you all just did, that's fine. You know, Sony can put all these speculations to rest, to be honest. Well, again, I don't think they're worried about it because they got like 5 or 6 games coming out. Like today, I got that Assassin's Creed Origins. Again, I put some more money down on the Predator game. I'm buying that. That's $39.99. So I've already paid for that. So so yeah. So yeah, I'm fine. I think the Predator game comes out April 24th, 25th. The MLB game comes out in 2 or 3 more weeks. Neo comes out next Friday or whatever in a couple next week or something like that. It comes out. Um, so it's Grand. Is it Grand Blue Fantasy? Is that what it's called? Something Grand Blue. Something that comes out Tuesday. So yeah, I should hold out for December XT. Well, okay, but the 5600, I don't disagree with that. And if I have an extra $100, I'll get it. But right now, I've got for my for what I want to do, it's going to cost me to walk out of Best Buy $317.82. I have $318 to go get it. So yeah, of course it'll be my luck. I'll go up there next Friday, and it'll be gone. Oh man. So. But yeah, I agree that that's the card I want. That's the card that I thirst for, as we like to say in the black community. That's the card that I do thirst for. But it's unfortunately for me, it's $400. You know, but I still want it. I would like to get out this. It'll just be something I'll get next year. Again, I'm happy at gaming at 1080p. I will get a 1440p monitor for my PS5 and just downsample the games. I'm not too heavy on you know, you give me that 1440p, you give me the ray tracing. I'm good. I mean, I know my limits. You know, I'm not a greedy man. You all know that about me. You know, I'm very happy with what I got. And that is thanks to a lot of the community. So Sony should release a PS5 on September 26th. It's a Friday and Outbreak Day. What is Outbreak Day? So, you're not in the black community. I am in the black community, yeah. So, what's a good fighter? So, what is a good fight? But all right then, guys. Apparently, people are clinching their over Lawrence and the Bloodborne DLC. Yeah. I heard about that. So, but all right then, guys. I want to get on off here. I do appreciate you all coming. I'm going to end the podcast. Thank you for the super chat, the Almighty Spartan God. I don't know why my alert box didn't go off. But it didn't. But guys, that is it. I am going to sign off of here now. And just eat some wings and get on out of here. You all enjoy the week. Enjoy your Monday. Peace out.